Fantasy Premier League tips, FPL transfer tips, picks for gameweek 21. New gameweek of Fantasy Premier League kicks off 2022 with plenty of managers confident of starting the new year with a bang. So far, only Leicester vs Norwich has been lost to COVID-19, yet the fixture list remains far from straightforward. The top four face off as Arsenal host Manchester City and Liverpool travel to Chelsea, while several teams contend with injury problems, COVID outbreaks, and the hectic fixture schedule. Here are our top tips for GW21 and FPL ahead of the 11 a.m. deadline on January 1. Son Heung-min Tottenham £10.5 million 6 goals in 11 meetings with Watford make the Korean forward a tantalizing prospect ahead of Tottenham's New Year's Day visit to Vicarage Road. The Hornets have also lost 5 in a row, conceding 15 goals. Alexander Zinchenko Man City £5.3 million Arsenal have only scored 1 goal against City in their last 8 Premier League meetings. Sure enough, the Gunners have improved this season but Zinchenko, rested in midweek, is a sound budget option from the league leaders. Neil Maupay Brighton £6.5 million The Seagulls' last gasp draw at Chelsea underlined the sheer difficulty even the best of teams have in beating Graham Potter's side, and a trip to Rafa Benitez's wavy Everton is next. Maupay has scored the bulk of his 7 goals on the road this season, with 3 in his last 5. Ollie Watkins Aston Villa £7.8 million The old star player scoring on his return to former club trick could be played on Brentford this weekend as Watkins leads the line for Aston Villa in West London. Well rested after the Leeds postponement in the week, the striker faces a Bees team suffering an injury and COVID crisis. Rafinha leads £6.5 million. There is simply only one Leeds player reliably putting points on the board this season, and that is the Brazilian winger, who faces Burnley after the midweek off and has scored in 5 of his last 9 Elland Road appearances. Armando Broja Southampton £5.3 million. The Chelsea loanee looked like Saints' biggest threat when coming off the bench in the draw against Tottenham, and the chance to take on Newcastle at St Mary's off the back of a bit of a rest could see him add to his run of 2 goals and 2 assists in his last 4 starts. Roberto Firmino Liverpool £8.7 million. Where to look for Chelsea's game with Liverpool? 2 teams on a dodgy run left searching for improvements in the hectic Christmas schedule. Yet to start since his return from injury, Firmino is a good bet for a place in the Zai at Stamford Bridge as Jurgen Klopp looks for an injection of energy and is a big differential option this week. Mason Holgate Everton £4.2 million. If you are not tempted to back Brighton in Sunday's clash with Everton, it may be wisest to predict the scores staying low and the cheapest Toffees defender likely to start is Holgate. The Seagulls' attack is fairly limited, and one of Everton's 3 Premier League clean sheets this campaign came at the Amex.